What do we got here? So we are going to take a look at the Yojimbo and the Yojumbo. Let's see what we got here. So this is not the Yojumbo exactly the way I received it. When I got this Yojumbo, it had pink handles in breast cancer awareness. They're not pink anymore. They're kind of a brown, earth brown, canvas brown, whatever you want to call them, brown. And that's the difference between them. I got a whole video on that and fixing that up. The Yojimbo, I have a one of my buttons glued on there, working great. 10,000 opens on that with no problems. No, it stayed on, held up, didn't get knocked off. I got to design one for the Jumbo before I start the 10,000 on it, and we'll see how well it works up. I got buttons for the Shaman, the Yojimbo, the PM2, and the Sage. So these knives, what's the huge difference between the two? I think it's really going to probably come down to size, to be honest with you. So that's the Yojimbo, and that's the Yojumbo. So you can see it is a knife. It is a huge knife. The Yojimbo, the original Yojimbo and the Yojimbo 2 were designed as self-defense knives. They are hollow ground, very pointed, reverse tanto, clip point, drop point, sheep's foot, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Very delicate tip. The tip on the Jumbo is stronger and more resilient, but there's still a delicate tip on the knives. You can see in here, you've got this large swoop. You have a cutout kind of in here on the handle, which in the Jumbo you have the same, but there's no cutout. You pretty much have the same handles. The handles are the same, except for with the Jumbo, it's much larger. The only difference that I can see in the handles is you have this cutout here that exposes the blade. You got a little bit of a cutout down here on the bottom of this blade. You have it on the Jumbo as well. It's cut out down under here, but this kind of hides it because there's no swoop. There's no contour here in the handle itself. Why they did that, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it just was too blocky looking here to continue this handle up and drop it down to this point like they did over here. I don't know what the thought process was behind that, but I guess it's fine. It doesn't bother me none. It is not a finger choil. You have nothing on the Yojimbo, and I do not recommend trying to get up there. If you do, you're going to see your bones. Seriously. I mean, just stay behind this ramp like you should. You get full control of this knife with all the strength and pressure that you can put on it. You got it all here. Then the Yojumbo, you've got a huge amount of blade, and you can still choke up and get on top of it. With my sharp fingers, it's harder, but I can still get up there and have even more control and force I can put behind that blade. So I think that's a definite plus. Putting the knives side to side. So we take a look at these on the surface. Other than size differencing in your screws, you have the same ones from one to the other. And pivot screws. Up, down, left, right. You've got the same configuration that you can do on your pocket clip. This right here, which is your blade stop, right in here, the lock goes underneath the blade stop against the blade to lock it in place. Well, on the Jumbo, it's higher up. It's closer to being directly in line with the pivot, versus the Jumbo, it's down and behind the pivot. I don't know if the larger blade needed some kind of better leverage, different leverage, or some other geometry to make it work or hold up stronger to move that, but I could see that potentially being the case. Whenever I do have this torn down in the handle dyeing video, and that's why there's black all over the place up here, by the way. Anyway, I do have this handle torn down. You can see the insides of this knife as I completely pull it apart and do all of that. That's going to be a multi-part video because it's so long, and so you can just check them out. Hopefully I'll get them titled correctly so you can tell the difference in the different stages of the video on that dyeing routine. But it is not a simple process to actually dye micarta. Micarta is not a simple product to be able to dye. These were pink and now they're brown. I think I could have gotten them black if I had some black dye, which is what my goal was, to get them black. But I'm satisfied and happy with the look because it's more like a canvas style look, Carhartt style look. It'd go well in Carhartts, I think. So you need to use synthetic Dye-More dye to be able to dye these handles. And so that's what you need to concentrate on. Standard dyes will dye it, but not very dark. It won't get very much. And so that's one of the things that I come across in doing that. The knife itself handled very well. I think it's just now gotten to where the Loctite is back set up and everything. I've got a section in that video showing me recentering the blade because this blade is almost as wide as the gap in here. If you look at the right here, you can see the blade is about as wide as the gap in here, but then again, the bevel, the hollow grind on the blade is well up above the scale on both sides. So there's more than a gap in there that you're not going to rub the edges. But on the Jumbo, that's a different story. The scale itself comes up to the flat surface on the blade. And so you see you've got just a hairline crack on either side. So you have to get that blade absolutely perfect to get it to set centered inside these scales and not have the blade rub on either scale on either side. That's a little bit of a chore, but it's not that bad or hard to do by any means. So really, like I said, these two, this is another one of those knives from Spyderco that is simply a scaled up version. It's like the Manix 2. The Manix 2 was a scaled up version. There's not a huge difference in the blade geometry. It was just extended and pushed out. So you have the nose coming up and the swoop for your thumb ahead of the hole in here, and you have the nose coming up and the swoop for your thumb. That's basically positioned over the top of the hole because of the length of the blade. And then you can see this difference here, extension, and that would be this portion right here just moved out to here and the entire blade pushed out. And so that's where you get your major differences. I think the hollow grind is shallower on the Yojumbo versus the Yojimbo. It may just be me, but it feels like it's shallower. Maybe not, but it just feels like it is. So I'm very pleased with this knife, and I'm looking forward to getting it, doing that 10,000 open and closes on here, and then tearing it down and checking for any wear. Some of the things that are different with your lock is you have just a rectangular cutout here. Perfectly square. It's not angular, rounded, or anything. It was easy to make a button that will fit inside this little cutout right here. When this blade closes, it's very, very little stick out that comes into this area. On this one, you've got a very significant, uneven half moon rounding thing going on here. It's hard to say. Some of the other knives are like that as well. You've got a steep angle right in here, and it tapers out to a larger, wider, longer angle, however you put that, to this end over here. And so it's kind of like a blunted end over here. And there is a significant stick out from this portion that comes out into here. See if we can actually show that. I don't know if that is obvious. by any means. I think maybe you can see it right there. There is a definite portion that you can see how much is poking out in there. So I'm going to have to do some designing to make a cutout in the button to fit on here well. Because if you don't get it right and glue it just right, that'll knock that button off. But you get that button glued flat onto that lock tab, that compression lock, and it'll stay 10,000 and it's still on there. So I'm just saying. Looks like your pocket clip is it longer? No, I'd say it's basically exact same pocket clip on either one, on both of these knives. So that's the differences in the knives. If I miss something or you have questions about differences, actual measurements in the geometries or whatever, put it in the comments below and let me know, and I'll do my best to answer those questions on the differences between these two knives. But if the Yojimbo is just a little too small for you, the Yojumbo won't be. So it's just a scaled up version. Sometimes they make differences, changes, this, that, and the other, but in this case, they have not. It is just a scaled up version. Well worth getting, in my opinion. I look forward to it. I love this knife because of that little whoosh when it locks open. And this knife does it too, but I've got to work it in, as it's not completely broken in at all. It's a brand new knife. So that's basically what I have for you. I thank you and I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.